by 2-0, and ERG is looking like they want to go up 3-0, and they have a lot of that going their way currently. Kudo is going to be able to try to pick up a kill. He is able to pick up one, and that's going to be 3 down for NT, and Kudo able to also pick up the drone. Is going to try to advance it. I thought he was going to pass it, but he kept making his way over. He will get taken down. 3 players, though, Landon, once again get cleaned up for NT.
Yeah, and just like that, Smack, I believe, puts in that play. I think it might have only been a 1-point play. Might have been a 2. I'm not really sure, but 20-9 for Smack, starting off so good for this ERG team. 9-2 now as they get a score in the first couple seconds, but Avion trying to respond. They're going to have 3 enemy players in front of him, trying to just stun Kudo out, trying to maybe lose that side of vision, but big plays coming out at no threat, trying to maybe get the score in. Avion rushing through the middle. Can he get the score? Goes for the 2-point play, and he will drop.
Wow.
Big defensive stop there out of the ERG lineup. That was really impressive, I must say. You're not normally going to get that one done, and Remarks just went so big. Such a big defensive play. ERG looking so good in just about every single category, and that every single play that No Threat has thrown at them, ERG have always had a response.
Yeah, and the good thing is they were able to get a response of their own and pull that drone off.
I think we might have lost Mark there, but we'll try to get him back in the game. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on this second side. Lethal now with the drone in hand for the ERG team, trying to close this one out, but a big defensive stop there out of the No Threat boys, as they're going to try to get this drone out of their base, as they're desperately trying to get in this series, trying to make the comeback. Mojo will fall. Dreamer now trying to hold off the likes of the ERG team. Dreamer just desperately trying to reset that drone, not going to be able to, as this is a perfect opportunity for Lethal. Goes for the 1-point play, connects. 10-2, 8-point lead, 3 minutes remaining. This is not looking good for No Threat. Kudo now with the drone. I believe Mark is back, so that's always nice to see. But Smack, with the drone in hand, goes for the 1-point play. Can he connect? Bounces it off the, I guess you could say, the backboard. That's really just a wall. 11-2, 9-point lead right now for the ERG team.
No stopping this squad right now, and they are just taking it to NT, and it's just been a fantastic way for them to continue to play Respawn. They haven't shown any weakness so far, and now Smack able to pick up the drone right after it spawns in. Might go in for the 1-point play, does get it to connect, and now it is a 12-4 advantage with just the 2-minute warning being 20 seconds away. This is looking like they're trying to put it away.
ERG, to me, they're playing with class right now. They have so many opportunities to go for the 2-point plays, but they're going for what they need to. They have opportunities to go for the 2-point plays, but they're just playing, I wouldn't say not aggressively, but they're doing what they have to get the win. They're getting the 1-point plays that they need to, but they're getting what they know is theirs, and they've just been connecting on all cylinders, defensive and even on the offensive side. As you can see, they're up 8 points as we head into the last minute and 50 seconds of this game. Mojo now with the drone, but just like that, ERG always has a response that I've noticed, and Lethal now with the drone, going to be rushing inside glass. Might try to go and reset that one, and such a smart play with not a whole lot of time remaining, just trying to milk the clock for all that ERG can.
What a fantastic way to just keep the map control on their side. He noticed that he lost all of his teammates, and then he just goes for the 15-second reset. He could have gone for a quick, aggressive route, but decided to play it patient, and now they still have the map control, but they lost it for just a second there, as they were able to keep 2 players alive and lose 2. But Dreamer able to repossess that drone, making his way to try to get themselves a scoring opportunity, but not gonna happen. Shut down once again. Remarks able to pick it up and make another run for it, and he escapes with his life. What an amazing route. Spins in there and gets a 14-4 lead now.
Yeah, it's going to be some big points, and I got to say, while that drone carrier did score that one, that was all Lethal, really holding down and really giving some great cover fire for his teammate. Smackdown with the drone, not going to be able to get super far. That drone will be in the enemy base of No Threat. Dreamer going to fall 3 down for No Threat. That drone is ready and waiting to be picked up, as it will be in No Threat's base. That drone will be reset, so 30 seconds left in this game. It's over, but still had some good moments from No Threat. ERG just looking so strong. 30 kills coming out of Remarks along, as he is on a 5 streak, now a 6 streak. Gets a nice drop shot. ERG have just been looking so good in this game. Kudo now with the drone, as he's going to go miss the swipe, actually. Going to try to go for the shot. Not going to matter, but ERG walking away with their 3rd straight game win.
Yeah, they are just absolutely on fire here tonight. Earthroot definitely making a name for themselves for the first time here on Perfect Alliance, and it's been dominant victories on not only Search and Destroy, but also Respawn. None of the games have been close so far, and it's just by the good teamwork that we've seen. Fantastic way to get themselves a 3-0 lead here on this best of 7. Just one away from getting a clean sweep. You'll be able to see the final kill brought to you in part by Kudo, and he absolutely melts there. 31 kills for him with 4 points as well. Fantastic game by him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great game there at ERG. Presented, like you said, by Kudo. Doing such a great work. 3-0. Normally you'd say 3-0 sweep. This is looking like it's going to be a 4-0 in this best of 7. Going to be BioLab Hardpoint, a game that ERG has already won in a very dominant fashion. So looking to see how that game could turn out, but no threat, not having any response for how good this ERG team has been in slaying.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. 310th show match, Mark.
Yes.
We haven't had a 4-0 this month, which is amazing.
Yeah.
This could be the first one, but I just don't want to count no threat out just yet. But I just hate to say it. This Earthroot Gaming squad looking very, very strong. Could easily go for the 4-0, but it's not ending there, guys. If there is a 4-0, they're going to be coming on for an interview with Lemon Kiwi, as well as we're going to be doing the giveaway for hitting that 150 mark here tonight for our 310th show match. Maze's Realm, Landon doing the casting for you guys, so make sure you're hitting that follow button for them on Twitter right below their beautiful faces. If you're here to support them, make sure you're showing that love, of course. But Mark, I don't know. I just don't think No Threat's going to be able to hang in there, man.
I agree, but I like I said, I think it was going to be a 4-2. That was our prediction for ERG, and
that's a nice prediction.
It was a good prediction because you came up with it first. I will say though that No Threat has to pick up this map, obviously, to stay in the match, but they have to do this for pride too. They have to get quick starts here on this hardpoint in order to get themselves established early. So we'll be able to see right off the break here that Alvion and Mojo are making their way through Ice Tunnel. Mojo gets taken down, and then Douglas does as well. So already ERG off to that good start that they really didn't need to have because they're already in the lead, but they got it anyway, just for bragging rights.
And from what I've seen from ERG, I really look at how teams do, and being at Dallas last week, and I kind of compare ERG to some teams, and they're really looking to me like a team like FaZe. They're going to have that one player inside of the hill. That's normally going to be Enable, and they always have 3 players spawning out and really just covering whatever they need to. And ERG has really just done that the entire series. They've done so well on defense, especially on uplink. They look so good in that search and destroy, not even dropping one round. They've just looked so good. Kudo now going to be inside of that hill, but overall they've just looked so good this entire series. Like we mentioned, they are up 3-0, only needing one more map. 4-1 start there out of Kudo. Remarks grabbing those last couple seconds of scrap time. But moving on to the next hill, going to see how this No Threat team can maybe respond as we're going to head over to Eskies, and it looks like it's going to be Avion holding down some time.
That's a great thing for him to be able to do, but he immediately gets taken down. And I need to know what internet service provider Kudo has, because this man is a tank, and he will not be denied close to that objective. Meanwhile, you are going to see that Lethal and Remarks are going to be around that hard point, sitting in there, trying to get some points. And Kudo slides in there when his teammates drop and is able to pick up a 2-piece, make that a continuous skill streak for him, as he's just looking for more targets to shoot at this point.
Yeah, Remarks now on a 4 streak, hasn't died just yet, trying to find at least one. He has died already, but trying to stay alive for as long as he possibly can. All 3 players spawning in mid-bio, as it's just been all ERG thus far, 77-9. And it looks like they're not even going to grab. It looks like No Threat not even going to grab any time here. Last 3 seconds coming in. I believe there is one player challenging this. Not the most. I wouldn't say Avion. That's not the smartest push to make whenever there's only 3 seconds left. Hardpoint on the opposite side, but regardless, got the kill anyway. Lethal once again there over on that rotation. ERG has looked so good with the rotations. Lethal on a 4 streak, starting off 11-5, 94-9. This is not looking good for Next Threat.
Well, I was going to say that the best thing that No Threat could have done is to rotate to that blue hill early. They completely missed the rotation, and now you see Mojo is not even playing. He's AFK currently, and it's definitely looking like a little bit of a blowout right now. 115-9 is the current score, and it is looking like it is just ERG making a show of this last potential map. 125-9 now, and Kudo, he's 11-5, no big deal, or 12-4 I should say. 11-5 for Lethal. It's just looking really good.
Yeah, I think we actually had Mojo I couldn't see if he timed out of the game, but I know he's no longer here, so not going to be easy, I guess you could say. Being 3-0 down, so good there out of Kudo, but ERG has looked so good this entire game. Not even 10 points coming out of the NT team. You can see they're just leaving the game. They're definitely a little bit frustrated after that 3-0 sweep so far. Not looking good, and like you said, this is a show match. They're definitely putting on a show right now. ERG looking so good, but I gotta give respect to Avion and Dreamer for sticking in the game.
Well, courtesy of NT, they have left 2 of their teammates hanging out to dry here on this 4-on-2 hardpoint, and it's just been a performance that it's been amazing, to say the least, from ERG. And as it is currently, they're just going to be able to win this outright. There's no way with 2 players on the map that this is going to be a victory for them. So overall, what do you think went right here for ERG other than the disconnects?
You know, just an entire series thus far, they've just looked so good in the Sling category. I think Sling is a very big testament to how good they really are as a squad. You know, I've constantly seen Kudo drop bombs. Lethal has really been on the rotations, and Hardpoint Remarks had some good moments in Search and Destroy. And Smack, I noticed in the uplink game, he was really just grabbing the drone a lot. And Lethal as well. I think Lethal has done really well in just about every category. Not always a person to drop bombs, as he's currently sitting at 14-8, but Kudo has really been the guy to grab kills. We saw him do so well in that first game of Hardpoint. But still, I think ERG has just looked so good. I think they've honestly, I hate to say it, but they've really outclassed them in just about every single category. I mean, you look at the games, you say, well, they were good in Hardpoint, but how did they do the Search and Destroy? Well, they 6-0'd them in Search and Destroy, come back uplink just as strong. And I think ultimately they are just outplaying them. I know it's 4v2, but still, you know, the entire series, the first 3 games, they've just been, I think, really dominated them in just about every single category.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, Landon. This is ERG setting a record for Perfect Alliance show matches. All of the times that we've seen Hardpoint, we have never seen a victory by this margin on any title. Before on Black Ops 2, we had a blowout of a Hardpoint. In Ghost, they didn't have Hardpoint, but they had domination, and we saw a very big victory there where you could reach a 200-point mark. But 250-9 is by far a record here for Perfect Alliance. So if you're a fan of Earthroot Gaming, hailing from Canada, from what I've heard, then you're definitely pleased by how they came out to play. Kudo, 19-9, probably could have had 40 kills if he had targets to shoot at. But that will wrap up the show match. A 4-0 for the first time here on July show matches here this month.
Yeah, ERG looking so good. You know, the roster of Remarks, Lethal, Smack, and Kudo constantly drop bombs. Like you mentioned, 250-9. You only had 2 players on the map, but regardless, that's a very, very impressive scoreline whenever you look at the end of the game and you see that score. You're like, that's something you're going to notice, I would say.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Good stuff overall, guys. We're going to be bringing on Earthroot Gaming Remarks, the captain, going to be joining us. Interview with Lemon Kiwi. She's in the chat right now, getting things warmed up. Should we do the giveaway first or do the interview, then the giveaway? What do you guys think?
I say let's do the giveaway first and then get the...
Love you, Mark. People in the chat are going to love you.
Woo! Let's go ahead and do that. Why not?
Let's get the giveaway out of the way, and then we'll run a quick commercial break, get Remarkable, get Kiwi in the chat, get the interview, and then we're done for the night, guys. Again, appreciate the support tonight. Appreciate all the new follows. Make sure you're hitting that follow button. We're nearing 9K here on Twitch, and we're here because of you guys, and we continue to grow because of the support in the community. So we appreciate that, guys. Right now, giveaway hype. This is what we do. Random number, 0 to 100, and believe it or not, some people don't get it. Some people just do not guess the number. And,
it's so hard to do that.
And it's just, the chat's just scrolling, and the bad thing about it is that you could guess more than once, and people just spam and they still don't get it. And we go for about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then we stop it. After 30 seconds, 45 seconds, we'll stop the giveaway, and if nobody's won, maybe we'll try again. We'll let Landon decide, since he's our guest here tonight, if we want to do it again for you guys in the chat. Look, there's people already spamming numbers, and it hasn't even started yet.
You
guys,
gotta love Lemon Kiwi. She starts it out right. 100. Right
it hasn't even started yet, guys. So all those numbers do not count. You'll see it in the chat.
Numbers are hard, man.
When it's going to start. Yeah, numbers are really hard. You'll be surprised.
We need to make it 1 to 50. Like
No.
Nightbot is out here